Hi, ladies and gentlemen. David Martin with EmpowerMax Performance Coaching Systems, bringing to you the second commitment to personal excellence. And that second commitment is this: I commit to being totally responsible for what I achieve. Now, this is a powerful commitment, especially when you follow it with the underlining of, I commit to take this step because. Now remember, the first one was, I commit to stretch myself. You want to get out of our box, we want to make sure, we want to get a little uncomfortable. But this one is powerful because in my own experience, what I did, I remember, my life has not always been a bowl of cherries, shall we say. Sometimes I found myself with the pits, right? Like Irma Bombeck, if life is a bowl of cherries, why am I in the pits? And I found that, and I ended up doing a review. It was years ago when I got back to Colorado Springs, Colorado. I was moving back from the East Coast, and I moved back to the West, to the Rocky Mountains, and I ended up moving back to the Olympic Training Center. And the day I arrived there, I had $1.94 in my pocket. And this is the guy with all the talent, right? All the skills. People would say, wow, whatever happened to him? What is he doing? He's got so much ability. But why wasn't I doing better? Why would I climb to the top and then fall? Climb to the top and then fall? Well, one of the reasons is I went back and I wasn't taking full responsibility. If I'm honest, I wasn't. Things came to me when I would just do them, and when it got tough, it was somebody else, and I could blame the Republicans or the Democrats or the illegal aliens or whatever it was. But I ended up looking at 12 years of my life. I got back to Colorado. I was living on my friend Sammy's couch for 1 month, and during that month, I had a courageous conversation with myself. And during that conversation, I went from 1985 to 1997, and I looked at those 12 years, at everything: my athletic career, my businesses, the different countries I worked in, the different cultures I worked in, the subcultures here in the U.S. and in Canada, who was president, which party was running the House or the Senate, right, which had control of Congress, what the economies were like, everything that was going on in the world. And the only constant over 12 years was, guess what? Me. And when I took that decision, things changed for me like that. And I offer to you the same thing. But here's what I want to do that I didn't do back then, because I hadn't evolved to that point yet. But what I want you to do, if you want to speed or accelerate the process, if you want to make changes, not just now, but make changes that last, not just a quick fix where you kind of say, well, I feel better now and coming into the end of the year, but then, boom, somebody pulls the rug out from under you. What I want you to do is this: write that statement down. I commit to taking total responsibility for what I achieve. I commit to being responsible for everything I achieve. Well, however you want to phrase it. And then write down, I commit to taking this step because. And write it down. And when you write it down, you add that extra step of writing it down in your own handwriting. You'll be amazed at the power you begin to feel and have. And people are going to look at you and say, what's going on? What are you doing? Did you cut your hair? Did you lose weight? There's something different about you. Because when you take responsibility, guess what? Now you have the power. Obama doesn't have the power. Bush doesn't have the power. Republicans, Democrats, or if you're in Canada, the House doesn't have the power. It doesn't. If you're in Mexico watching this, or in any other part of the world, the government doesn't have the power. You have the power. The economy doesn't have the power. Your neighbor doesn't have the power. You have power over your own life. So commit to being totally responsible for what you achieve. And I promise you, the best is truly yet to come. But what you do with this, if you decide to do this exercise, this short little video, if you decide to watch it to the end and listen to me and then do this, to take charge of your life, guess what? That choice is uniquely yours. This is David Martin of www.empowermax.com, wishing you the best. We'll talk to you soon and see you on the next video.